Ooh, how are you all doing today? I'm doing quite well. I don't know about how you guys are doing. I kind of wanted to get on here and make another video about WandaVision, but I feel like I'm 2 weeks late for that. So I figured, screw it, I'll talk about it real quick. I did not particularly like WandaVision in the beginning. It was a journey for me to enjoy it because I don't know. It took me a while to really like the sitcom format. Well, okay, wait. I hate the sitcom format. I think that the laugh track is one of the most atrocious crimes against humanity. That is my personal problem, nobody else's, but hey. If you like it, you like it. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to cut out my ears every time I heard a laugh track. So, I really despised, especially the first two episodes. I felt like they could have been one. Um, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mystery. I enjoyed the intrigue. I enjoyed the little bit of weirdness they threw in each and every episode. And I enjoyed the acting. What I did not enjoy was the nonsense that happened for absolute no reason. I couldn't get behind or enjoy any of these sitcom tropes. They all seemed boring to me. But that is because I myself do not like sitcoms. Now, when we got to episode 4, I was like, alright, well now we have answers. But we already kind of knew this was probably Wanda's doing. And we met Jimmy Woo, which was good to see him back because he was one of the only pleasant parts of Ant-Man and the Wasp. We also got to see Darcy Lewis and introduced to a grown-up version of Monica Rambeau, who all three of them were awesome beyond belief, and they really brought the show a long way when it wasn't Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bennett, I think is his name off the top of my head, acting when they were acting beyond belief. Now, the more we continued down that journey, the more I realized there wasn't gonna be much of a payoff. Everybody was expecting something big with Mephisto. To me, it would have been cool, but there was no evidence of Mephisto. The only evidence of Mephisto was Agnes's husband, called Ralph, who turned out to be Ralph Boner, all for a boner joke, and it crushed Marvel fans wide and far. Wait. Here and there? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was incredibly stupid. All that build up for whether we have Quicksilver in the MCU, whether we are bringing the Fox into the MCU, all for a boner joke, was one of the dumbest choices Marvel has ever made. I'd go as far to even say even dumber than the Mandarin choice. But hey, that's my opinion. You don't have to like it. So, I'm putting it out there. Now, I hated the ending. From the moment Agatha Harkness was revealed, and we all knew she was revealed. Most of us knew she was going to be in it. Everybody called it. Oh, it's Agatha. Oh, it's Agatha all along. Did you know? Yes, we knew. We aren't 5-year-olds with, we aren't 5-year-olds that can't put 2 and 3 together. We knew what was happening. And in the end, it felt like they treated us like idiots. And I did not like that at all. Now, I was extremely disappointed with episode 8, I believe it is. Because all that showed us was Wanda liked sitcoms as a child. There was no big explanation for, and it didn't have to be, but it felt like we are going to have 7 episodes leading up to episode 8 to tell you Wanda liked sitcoms as a child. And that felt really dumb. The whole sitcom thing was just, oh yeah, Wanda liked it, so that's why we did it. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. And I hated that. I felt like it was dumb, really just out there for no reason. And yeah, I get it. They have to set up the MCU, and with the Monica Rambeau, Scarlet Witch, they have to set up the Kree Skrull thing that's happening. They have to set up a lot, so I get it. But I don't know. To me, there was no payoff, and the one thing that I was expecting to see, and what I was getting excited to see, was the rabbit. I was wondering what is going on with the rabbit, because there was no Mephisto, but there was evidence that that rabbit was something. And there is a CGI battle between the kids, a rabbit turning into a demon, Monica Rambeau, and Ralph Bohner, so maybe it's best that they didn't show us anything, but they were leading up with that rabbit. Mr. Bitey growling, the kids going, disappearing. I wondered what is going on with this rabbit, and nothing came of it. So, but again, did I need a third CGI battle? Did we? Probably not. So, I'm kind of glad he wasn't in there. But at the same time, they did build to that expectation, and then they cut him out. So I don't know. I'm conflicted about the rabbit. Now, I'm not disappointed that Mephisto wasn't in it. I'm not disappointed that Nightmare wasn't in it. I'm not disappointed that, I don't know, everybody else was in it. I'm disappointed because Wanda became essentially the villain, and she had no consequences. And then they didn't have the balls to punish her in this one. Maybe they will in the future. I'm not saying that they won't, but they walk away with her being like a hero, with the Monica Rambeau saying to Scarlet Witch, they will never know what you sacrificed for them. What a stupid line. This lady, was she sacrificed for them? No, she already lost her husband/boyfriend, whatever, alright? And then she brought him back in her imagination. She had 2 kids in her imagination, alright? So she lost 3 imaginary people for herself, okay? Because she was torturing these people. The woman, Dottie, or I don't remember her name, but she was begging her to let her daughter out of her room just so she can hug or hold her. That is terrible. That she was her own daughter, this woman that had her daughter for, I don't know, I'm going to guess about 10, 11 years, not 3 or 4 days, was begging to see her daughter again, to just hold her, to tell her that she loved her. And if she could let her out, then she could be the school bully if she wanted to. So she is willing to see her daughter again and corrupt her own daughter's moral code. I don't know how morally correct these people are. I really don't care. But she was wanting to destroy her daughter's innocence, if she had any. I don't know. We never met the daughter. So she could hold her daughter again and tell her daughter, I love you. Whereas Wanda gets to parade around with her imaginary children that she's had for about 4 days. That was dumb. She didn't give up anything for these people. She tortured them. And I don't know. I wanted more. And then, we had the CGI battle. We had the people with the same powers fighting people with the same powers stick that we've seen in the Iron Man movie, the Incredible Hulk movie, we've seen in the Ant-Man movie. We've seen it all before. It was old and boring. Giant CGI battle. Now I am interested to see where Wanda does go. I'm also interested to see what they do with Monica Rambeau. I really don't care what happens to White Vision. I mean, it just means that they didn't commit to the bit of leaving Vision dead. I don't know. The ending of the show really sucked, and I appreciated what I hated more when it came to the end. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of WandaVision. Yeah. Alright. Well, have a good day. Love yourself. Love others around you. Well, maybe don't love them, but tolerate others around you. Love yourself, though. Alright, bye.